I'm over here now.
Einstein said it long ago. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Think about it.
Think about it.
Think about it.
News Talk 1040, Tampa Bay.
Think about what you think about.
News, talk,
Think about it.
truth.
There it is, Fox Across America. Jimmy Failla doing the damn thing. 888-788-9910. Trying to get Kennedy out of the Blarney Stone. Hopefully we'll have her here momentarily. She, of course, the host of the Kennedy Save the World podcast. She can weigh in on this journalistic high mark. Here's Whoopi Goldberg on The View discussing Donald Trump's presidential library, clip 8.
There's so much crazy stuff going on. I mean, the fact that, did you see the rendition of the of the library that he's building?
Yes.
It's a giant, it looks like a giant penis.
Oh. Yeah. Let me see that.
It's just this giant thing.
Yeah.
And,
it's ironic because he can't read as it is. Yeah. But yet, his big library.
Just this giant thing. And it's like, where are you putting that?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Some of these women, they're so stupid.
Okay, because honestly, you didn't hurt Trump's feelings by comparing him to a giant penis. I promise you didn't. And I'm sorry, that's just the language of the story. Okay, and to be clear, I'm going to go out on a limb and take the over 25 years since the last time someone showed the women on The View a penis, of any size, for that matter. Okay, we apologize for the graphic nature of the subject matter, but as they say in sports, sometimes you got to play the teams on the schedule. In this instance, the team on the schedule is The View.
The View is awful.
Hey, it's the highest rated show in Guantanamo Bay. Now that you can't waterboard people, they just throw on The View and they're like, you confess or you'll get more of this. And they're like, not good. Clip of the day so far, Don Lemon saying he thinks he can be president. I mentioned this off the tippy shop of the show today. Everything you need to know about the media and why they hate Donald Trump and they reflexively hate everything he does is because they're trying to diminish his stature. They cannot make peace with the fact that he's a bigger deal than they are. When you're a TV person, you have an ecosystem that revolves around you. Okay, I'm a comic. I'm very lucky because I'm always making fun of myself and Jimmy's a slob. Look at this dirtbag, who cares? Because as a comic, you are the fool. You are there to be the butt of most of the jokes and give people permission to take the edge off a little bit because they're in the presence of a misfit. That's what being a comic is. But when it comes to members of the media, they take themselves really, really seriously. And the fact that they're the center of a universe often results in them running it as if they're the only person on earth who actually matters.
He's a lousy dad, but he's right.
That is most shows. If you go to see Joe and Mika on MSNBC, the staff hates them. Okay? The staff hates themselves for taking that job. I know a lot of their staffers. Joe and Mika hate each other. Okay? But they lord over their ecosystem like they are the only two human beings of importance anywhere in the world. And because of it, they get treated that way. Oh, yes, Mr. Scarborough. No, yes, Mika. No, Mika. Okay, can I get you a soda? Can I get you a drink? Can I get a tea? A little espresso? What do you need? Just don't throw a chair at me like Ellen. Okay, that's how people do this in mass media. TV people. And those big shows are monsters. I mean, I know most of their staffers. We work across the street from NBC. We work down the block from CNN. We all know each other. Okay, and I'm just telling you, the thing that made people hate Trump so much was the relevance. When he came down the escalator, he went from a guy we all knew our whole lives who had a show on NBC and was always hobnobbing with the press to the most talked about human being who ever lived. It killed them. So the only way they can make peace with it is to tell you every single thing he did was bad. But if every single thing he did was bad, understand, he wouldn't be sitting in the Oval Office for a second time. And he would tell you a third time in the sense that he believes he won the 2020 election because of all the chicanery that had to do with mail-in ballots. I played a clip earlier in the day about Kamala Harris and the fact that she once pushed a bill that would have banned mail-in ballots in favor of paper ballots. That's a real thing. Joining me now to discuss it, a woman who is proof that women have ID to get into bars. If you listen to the Kennedy Saves the World podcast, You know they don't have a hard time getting their hands on liquor. Hey, girl.
Liquor? You brought her.
Hey, all right.
Thank you.
And the train comes in hot.
Yeah, that's right.
Just ran over a car that blew through the intersection. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, there goes Tiger.
There they were. Oh, both. Tiger Woods, huh?
Oh, God.
Tiger Woods. What a sheesh. There's a lot going on there. Tiger Woods. It's really funny. In my book, this is real. Cancel Culture Dictionary.
Is he the letter T?
He is.
Nice.
And what's funny is there's also in the letter T, it begins with an anecdote about Tim Allen and how they ran him off that Toy Story. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Because he had that pro-Trump show and it got canceled.
Yep.
And I said Tiger Woods, not in Toy Story, but he did once get in trouble for having a Buzz and a Woody. Good, everybody! I gotta go! Come on!
Yes.
There it is. Kennedy's here.
Ouch.
So I was playing a clip earlier. It's one of the reasons we have so much fun covering politics. Kamala Harris is running for president in 2020. She proposed a bill. It's going to get you to ban mail-in ballots because she said paper voting.
Yeah, I remember. Like you have the best montage.
This is the
of Democrats railing against not only mail-in ballots but voting machines.
I'll play that too. Let's have fun. But here's Kamala. Paper ballots. Clip 1.
We have a bill that basically would require states to upgrade their elections infrastructure because guess what? Going like back to the future, best and smartest way to conduct voting, paper ballots. Paper ballots. I joke and I say paper ballots because Russia can't hack a piece of paper. The best and most secure way to conduct elections, paper ballots. Because the way that I say it, kind of half joking, Russia can't hack a piece of paper. The most secure way to vote, paper. You're right.
I believe it was Shannon Bream who summed her up the best.
Kamala is so stupid.
I love when she does the accent.
Shannon. Yeah.
Kennedy. Who's barking? It was Bixby. I heard him. It's not Shannon. Way to go, Kennedy. Way to keep up with the group.
Oh, my daughter sent me her SAT score today.
Oh.
And it was very low.
Okay.
But then she didn't do it right. She didn't trim it. So it said Steven at the top. And I was like, bro. And she's like, April Fools. I'm like, if you want to get April Fools, you have to make it look like yours.
You got to work on the Photoshop
Can't
here.
leave the name Steven at the top.
Ah, come on, Steve. What is she? Well, you know what?
She might be Steven.
If she started calling herself Steven, they'd owe her like 50 equity points. Boost that score. Let's go. But since Kennedy's here, and we're just throwing challenge flags now, this is the voting machine thing you referenced. This is the greatest thing in the world because it's not only every Democrat known to man, but this is going to end. Just guys, give Kennedy and I a minute and 20 and we'll laugh along and keep you entertained. Okay. This ends with Kamala saying, I don't want to spoil it. Let's just have some fun.
I continue to think that our voting machines are too vulnerable.
In 2018, electronic voting machines in Georgia and Texas deleted votes for certain candidates or switched votes from one candidate to another.
The biggest seller of voting machines is doing something that violates Cybersecurity 101, directing that you install remote access software, which would make a machine like that, a magnet for fraudsters and hackers.
These voting machines can be hacked quite easily.
You could easily hack into them. It makes it seem like all these states are doing different things, but in fact, 3 companies are controlling this. There are a lot of states that are dealing with antiquated machines, right? Which are vulnerable to being hacked.
Workers were able to easily hack into an electronic voting machine. It was possible to switch votes.
43% of American voters use voting machines that researchers have found have serious security flaws, including backdoors.
We know how vulnerable now our systems were. I know the hackathon that took place last year, where virtually every machine was broken into fairly quickly.
I actually held a demonstration for my colleagues here at the Capitol, where we brought in folks who, before our eyes, hacked election machines. Those that are being used in many states.
Kamala Harris saying they're so hackable, we did a demo in my office for fun.
Yeah.
That's how easy. I believe, I'm not making this up, that it was Shannon Bream who summed Kamala up the best.
Life is hard, but it's harder when you're stupid.
Hey, that's not Shannon Bream, Jimmy. Kennedy's here. So we're having a good time. And that's the hardest part of doing what we do for a living.
Yes.
These are really fun, cool jobs. We know awesome people. We have awesome fans. We went out to lunch the other day. We met the best people in the world, but I did the worst thing to you. I walked into the restaurant, and the guy was like, "Oh my God, Jimmy Failla! I love Fox!" And my first reaction is I go, Kennedy's coming in a minute now. He literally watched that door feed. Me and Jenny were just watching, and literally a dog and a squeaky toy. Every time the dog, you squeak, a dog will be like that. Yeah. It was incredible. It was incredible. It doesn't help that she does carry bacon in her pocket, so the dog was fired up. But we have good jobs.
You never know when you need a high-protein snack on the go.
You just don't know. But the point
Forgive me for being a survivalist.
But the biggest challenge to our job, I think, is taking these people seriously and taking people seriously who take these people seriously.
Yeah.
It's bananas. Did you happen to hear?
Bananas.
Bananas. Did you happen to hear Bernie saying people who don't want to pay more in taxes they hate democracy? The businesses that are moving out of states.
Wow. So that statement excludes pretty much everyone who's ever paid taxes.
So stupid.
Yeah, and people, if that were true, then New York and California would be bursting at the seams. And people can't wait to leave.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? And I love when they try to do this. I had one of these discussions the other day. They're like, they're moving to Florida because of the weather. I'm like, California is the nicest state on earth. Not in America, on earth. It's the nicest place in the world.
It's beautiful.
If the weather is the sole determining factor in where people want to live, we couldn't fit more people in California. Yeah. It's all there. The skiing's there. The summer's there. The hot, the cold, the ocean, the thing.
I can't tell you how many days I would start my day with an ocean swim and then be like, you know what? I think I'm going to bike hills through Malibu in the afternoon because I have a couple hours.
Yeah.
And it's like doing these incredible things that, you would live to do one day a year.
Yeah.
You can do them pretty much any day you want in California.
Just a throwaway, You do that here. You're like, I want to go down to the beach, Coney Island, and swim with a fish that has gold teeth. There's a teamster who did his boss wrong floating in the lane next to me. Yeah.
Well, he probably had it coming. Like Punch the monkey. Everyone thinks that Punch is the hero in this story. No. Maybe he's a real jerk.
There's no chance Punch the monkey. Animal videos are so manipulative.
Yeah.
Always, 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 always. They're like, this raccoon Chuck eats a farmer's corn every night. He's been coming for 30 years. None of this is true.
Yeah.
You filmed a video of a raccoon eating corn and then just said, it's Chuck. And people are like, I like Chuck. All right.
He goes right to the camera.
Yeah. Chuck, he's amazing. Look, we're all Chuck now. Oh, you're all idiots. Social media is really going to ruin.
And now the AI animal videos. Those just make me mad.
I know.
It's like the first one I was like, oh my gosh, is that really a French bulldog and a pack of wolves? And the Frenchie's the alpha? It's like, wow. Can that No, that cannot happen. That would not happen. Dog would be a dead snack in 30 seconds.
It was the horse doing the backflip off the diving board that got me. I was like, hey, wait a minute. I got questions here. Kennedy and I are throwing challenge flags. Don't go anywhere. We're back after this.
You're riding around with America's Cabbie.
Taxi! Taxi!
You're hanging out with Jimmy Failla on Fox Across America.
Of the 9th on Fox Across America. President Trump speaking about the Iran war. Primetime address tonight. All networks.
April Fool's Day.
You want to know what the bigger issue on April Fool's Day is? Really wrap your head around this, for real.
My oldest daughter has not called to tell me she's pregnant like she does every year, and I'm a little worried.
Step on it. Yeah. All right, second biggest.
Okay. She does it every year, by the way.
I love that.
Every year, it's like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. I'm like, no, you're not. It's April 1st.
Even crazier is we're now living in a world where my son can call me and tell me he's pregnant. And I have to play along like that might be possible. Oh, way to go, Lincoln. Hey, okay.
What a big girl.
All right, everybody, wrap your head around this one. Okay. So, Artemis II space mission tonight. We are going to go orbit the south pole of the moon.
Nice.
Because we can't land on the moon. 67 years after we first went to the moon.
Yeah, why can't we land on the moon?
And the fact that they scheduled this knowingly for April Fools, to me, feels like a wink and a nod. It's some of the crazies out there who don't think we went to the moon.
You were all in on the moon landing is real until you did that special.
I did a special, and when they gave me their reasons of, hey, shut up, how could you even? And everything they admonished me with was a lie.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we didn't go to the moon, just so we're all on the same page, okay? But when I hear when your reason for stifling the debate is, well, 200,000 people worked on that mission, then do you believe 200,000 people would be able to keep a secret? Idiot. And I'm like, hey, genius. They wouldn't know.
Yeah.
That's the point. They wouldn't have to keep a secret. 3 guys in a floating dishwasher.
Okay, but autistic math majors, engineers, there's no way. They would be like, they're too literal to be like, oh, yeah, okay, I guess we didn't land. Okay, that's okay. Now they'd be like, no, there's an issue with the trajectory and the occipital landing gear is not,
If you don't believe this, you've never been to a Kennedy meet and greet.
Where eye contact is...
at a minimum. So it's
not a requirement.
You're going to take the under on eye contact in Vegas every time, and you're going to make out like a bandit. But we are going to go orbit the moon. It's good. Listen, get there, land, give us some civic pride. We don't have a lot of it. That's why the people who appreciate civic pride, because we grew up in the 80s and the 90s, we loved when the men's hockey team won the gold medal. Because we were like, amazing.
Incredible.
Yay, America,
I
we did
saw
something.
Rangers Devils last night.
Oh, man.
Did you see the goalie fight?
Yeah, it was amazing.
One of the best things I've ever seen in my life. Mostly because I learned a new move.
Yeah.
Like the keeping the guy at bay by the collar of his shirt and then punching him in the face with that same hand.
Yeah.
It was like, solid move. Like Shesterkin, if you could tend goal as well as you can fight, like the Rangers would be a shoo-in for the Stanley Cup.
Instead,
fortunately, he's like a colander.
So, I mean, honestly, when you look out at the world right now, I think that's the biggest thing we miss. Like because even with the men's hockey team, there were obviously the vast majority of society did celebrate that and go, yay, because you should. And especially because we beat Canada.
Yeah.
Beating Canada's great. Everybody loves beating Canada. And the fact that there was anybody at all who had to be like, nah, you know what I mean? How are you going to meet with the president? Everyone who has ever won anything has met with the president.
Yes.
Everyone. Okay. And we should be back in that world.
Yeah.
You know, even if you somehow have a Democrat, President AOC in 2028, if the Yankees win the World Series, you're from the Bronx, she pretends to be from the Bronx, go visit the president. You know what I mean? And maybe you can explain to her where 162nd and River Avenue is. Because AOC grew up, I'm not making this up, 40 miles from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Let me give you good intel, okay? JFK Airport. Right now, if you were to leave from here and drive to JFK Airport, you would clock from Midtown Manhattan about 9 miles. Okay, about 9 miles.
It's going to take you 2.5 hours, but it's only 9 miles.
It's going to run you $100.
Yeah.
Okay, 9 miles. AOC lives 4 times as far from the Bronx. From the actual Bronx. Yorktown Heights is about 42 miles from the Bronx.
Why does she claim the Bronx?
It's the same reason Elizabeth Warren put out Pow Wow Chow.
Yeah.
Because you get status.
Oh, how much does she hate Mark Wayne Mullen?
She actually released a statement on it. Did you hear it? I was surprised that she didn't even wait.
Senator Warren.
Guys, Kennedy saves the world every day in her podcast. Unfortunately, not even she could save today's show. We had a nice time.
I tried.
But this was perfect storm stuff by the end. This was George Clooney and the other guy just going down with the ship. But it is over. We're back here.
Marky Wahlberg.
Do it again tomorrow, Mark Wahlberg. Until then, accept this apology from the network.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
You are the best thing on the radio.
Woo!